TGI Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank goodness. Thank God. Thanks. That's something else. But TFI Friday. Who cares? It's Friday. Last day of the week. I've escaped the homeschooling for a minute. It's English at the moment. And I can't even remember the phrase that the teacher's using that they have to put on the front of sentences to set it up. Anyway, it's called something my wife just told me. She's a teacher, so she just told me what it was called, but I can't remember. But it's Friday, it's Graham Norton Day today, so that's going to be good. I don't even know who's on tonight. Don't need to know. Who cares? Just look forward to it. And not going out, and Would I Lie to You's back. So it's going to be a great bumper evening, isn't it? I think it started last week. It's probably my favourite panel show of all time, Would I Lie to You? I think it's brilliant. Lee David Mitchell and Rob Brydon are so funny. And they get it just right. They're very good. So, welcome to a Friday. A little bit more energy today, of course. As we look forward to the weekend coming up. Last video of the week today, and we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to bring back a couple of people that we've been quoting from already this week. I don't know if it's because I want to try and do her accent or not, but we're going to talk to Sue. We're going to talk about Sue Pollard and some of the ways she talks about amateur theatre, which is very relevant today with what we do, and Tim Vine, who I've met on a few occasions now, and I would almost say I know Tim a little bit, which is great, isn't it? Tim even asked my advice on something when he was in Panto at Bromley. Not going to tell you what it is, but there we go, you'll have to guess. Did you go to it? Too late if you didn't. Tim Vine tells me this is about amateur theatre, okay? So today it's not about Panto, that was yesterday. Today it's about celebrities' take and opinions on amateur theatre. Tim Vine said to me, I tend to agree with Ian McKellen when he says, that's not a bad bit of name dropping at the start, is it? I tend to agree with Ian McKellen when he says, we amateurs. Because Ian McKellen famously, he used to be the patron of the Little Theatre Guild, and I'm sure that I was told when he used to address audiences, when he used to turn up and do speeches, he used to class himself as an amateur. He used to say we amateurs, because amateur means lover of. So it doesn't matter if you're getting paid for it. If you're a lover of what you do, you're an amateur, I guess. We're all amateurs, aren't we? Tim goes on to say, when you do something as a hobby, you're doing it because you love it. No one's meddling with it. You're the boss of your own hobby. Very, very important. When your hobby becomes a job, you've got to be careful that the fun doesn't go out of it. And it's very easy to get surrounded by people who take it too seriously. Also very important. These words are worth pondering on a little bit. Of course, if your hobby becomes your job, then you do need another hobby, he says. Now, Sue Pollard. Who doesn't love Sue Pollard? Crazy mad Sue Pollard, who I met, I don't know when it was, 3 years ago, 4 years ago in Tunbridge Wells. I said about it yesterday when she was playing the Evil Queen. It must have been in Snow White, you know, with the apple and the dwarves. I think it was Snow White. I'm not quite sure actually. Might have been another pantomime, but I think it was Snow White. And she's mad as a box of frogs, Sue Pollard. But she always has been. Very zany, very quirky, and got a fantastic accent. So Sue said to me, what used to get me, and this is about amateur theatre, what used to get me is that you get an ensemble of 60 people coming on to sing at the end of a number to keep their membership happy. But of course, most of the people that tend to keep the cast, getting cast in the league roles, do actually turn out to be the best, so you can't knock it really. I was lucky, darling. I joined the amateur dramatics when I was 11 and stayed until I was 22, which was relatively old compared to some people. In that time I gained loads of experience, as we had a fantastic retired drama teacher who used to work in Nottingham Playhouse as a director. we had what was called the Nottingham Co-op Arts Theatre, and we did 11 productions a year. Looking back at the rivalry was another issue, which seems funny now, but was dead serious then. Oh, I see you're with so-and-so players, aren't you? Well, you really must come and join us. We do excellent work and probably much better. I got invited once to perform with another society, and the frowns I got. They were talking about me for months. It's supposed to be a bit of effing fun, Sue said to me. They tried to get me to do props for a few years. I'll start that again. They tried to get me to do props for a few productions one year, and I hated it. I said I wasn't born to bang nails in. Ha ha. I could see myself thinking, bloody hell, get over yourself. Then I had to do box office. It all taught me such a lot and gave me such confidence. But you know what? Sadly, some people I know desperately want to turn pro, and this happened to a friend of mine, a gorgeous 40-year-old called Barry. He said to me, Sue, everyone says I ought to turn pro, and I said to him, I think you've got as good a chance as anyone, Barry. So he said, I'm going to give it a go. And he got offered a part on tour, but he got last-minute nerves, thinking, I don't think I can do it. I've got 3 kids, what am I going to do? That's why I always encourage amateurs. I say, if it's in your heart, darling, just go for it, just try. Otherwise you'll never know what you could have become. Interesting, what you could have become. What you could have become. That's it, isn't it? And that's what Sam Walters at the Orange Tree was saying to me that time when he was comparing the amateur to the professional. Both frustrated. And the amateur frustration was, what could I have become that I didn't go for? Sue finishes with this. I've been dead lucky. And when you become a pro, you discover it's not just about acting, it's all the things that go with it. The etiquette of theatre, being reliable, understanding and respecting the director and fellow performers by not turning up late. You can't just bowl in. You have to respect the profession. And that's why, with a little bit of luck, you'll keep working. Because you know what's expected of you, and you do what you have to do the best of your ability. That's when you embrace what being a pro is all about. And that's what I was saying, isn't it? Drama school teaches you those etiquettes, the technique, the attitude of being a professional. It does definitely teach you this. It gives you the stamina through practice and technique teaching about how to handle 8 shows a week and how to go out there to act or to perform in front of an audience as if it was the first time they've ever seen it, which it will be, but you have to perform it to the audience as if for them you're doing a special one-off performance just for that member of the audience. If every audience feel like that because of your performance, then you've done the job. You've been a professional. You've given it a professional attitude. And so that's what drama school definitely teaches you. How to embrace that attitude for 8 shows a week. How to bring your fresh performance to the stage 8 times a week. But also that professional attitude, the technique, definitely teaches you that. But what I was going back to, natural ability is another thing, isn't it, altogether? I don't know if you can teach natural ability. You can add a bit of technique to it, but that natural ability to entertain people, there's something that is, I think it's just part of people's upbringing and it develops in them. You know? And there's lots of people we can point to, like Eric Morecambe. He had a natural talent, did he? Ricky Gervais, he's got a natural talent. You know, Ricky Gervais isn't trained. He's just got a natural ability. But it comes from his upbringing. It comes from all these people's upbringing, and they spill it out onto the screen, to the camera. And they're just doing what they love doing. They're amateurs. They love doing what they're doing. That's what we do. We amateurs, as Sir Ian McKellen, who also didn't go to drama school, tells us. We amateurs. Good time to leave it there for the week, I think. Stay safe. Stay well. Oh, by the way, just before, I nearly finished then, didn't I? Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look at that poor little logo in the corner, that green logo. If you're on a PC, just press the logo, the subscribe button comes up and give it a click. Otherwise, go below the logo and there's another red subscribe button on YouTube. Just click it. Click the little bell next to it. You get told every time you post a new video, upload a new video, you'll get told. And it's up to you if you want to watch it or skip it. Doesn't matter. And it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. You don't have to give a pound of flesh. Back to Shakespeare. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. You don't have to worry about it. Just subscribe. Simple as that. Subscribe or unsubscribe, doesn't matter. You can subscribe today, unsubscribe in 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 day, 6 weeks, 6 months or a year. Doesn't matter. Do what you can do whatever you want to do. It's fantastic. But in the meantime, and I've got to get on, it's going to be a busy weekend this weekend because 1st of February we've got to get a new issue put together. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Stay safe, stay well. We will be back. See you later.